Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Noles will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the UCF Knights offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always...
Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Quarterback on the keeper. Still running at the 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Rush is on him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
Off play action. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll go with a direct snap. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And, David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Nah, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Bolitnikoff award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. That is just a sideline play. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
Yeah, and it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes, such good recruiting in the state of Florida, and when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Caught over the middle. It's Douglas. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The Seminoles line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Caught in the backfield. It's Burke. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Jackson will throw. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Knights send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. The give is to Williams. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Fires it incomplete.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way. Few 1st downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's McCoy. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. And the Seminoles will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. power football with the run. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Knights decide to punt it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll run the option. Running into the open space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Castellanos. Finds a man on the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's McCoy. Turning it on. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Out of the gun, the inside kick. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back. Nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. Here's a heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical out there.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Jackson going to throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Knights will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. These RPOs have really evolved. At one time, it was just a short pass, a little pop pass you would look for every now and then. This time, they took a shot off of it.
And these RPOs have changed coverages for the defenses. I mean, the zone coverage nowadays is out the window because I got to find a way to somehow match up with you and take away all that short stuff. Okay, well, my answer is now I'm going to take shots down the field. Great job by the defense understanding what they were seeing.
The Seminoles line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Out out of the gun. The inside handoff, looking for a crease. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Jackson will throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, this offense has been bad. Out of the first play, nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in third and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Knights will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. There he goes. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Backed up now, here's second and long. To the air, it's Castellanos. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And the Seminoles come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. And he got it, but that thing was spinning and sputtering by the time it found its way into the right corner. The lead now 6 here in the second. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Jackson going to throw it. Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Knights will call on their punt team. Takes it on the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, baby.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Snagged in the middle. It's White. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires left. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Noles want to crank the tempo. Now from inside the red zone. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Looking downfield, it's Glenn. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete to the right. Can't White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. right down the boulevard. They're now up 9-0. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee.
The Knights will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Glenn. Fires it down the seam. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Nixon. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the Dome. He lofts one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. The give is to Williams. Past the first down marker and still running. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Glenn. Finds the tight end. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
On the direct snap, it's Williams. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 48.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Seminoles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake, now to throw. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Caught in the backfield, it's Pittman. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Noles are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Back to throw, it's Glenn. Grabbed in the middle, it's Pittman. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. A low line drive and not his best work. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Rides the back on the option, the give. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Knights are in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Finds his big tight end. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end, can catch the football and make big plays.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This drive will open from the 15. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
Pulls it in. It's Williams. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To throw, it's Glenn. Unloads it left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. With the catch, it's Lucas. Doesn't quite. Make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change. This game goes on.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Glenn. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
This defense knew coming in the offense was going to try to test them. They were going to try to take some shots vertically down the field. Defense was ready for that one.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun on 3rd down. Release to the back. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, they'll try the middle. At the 40, there he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Knights come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Unloads quickly. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
And, man, this offense needed that. They've got to get it going. That clock is ticking. They've got 0 points on the game. They've got to put a couple.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Here he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Seminoles. The defense putting points on the board.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Jackson will throw. Quickly to the tight end. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 2nd down coming up. They're going to run it. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big...
Makes the grab. He's got a first down. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. Well, when your quarterback's already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Glenn. Throws to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery, and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. and they can't make the play on third.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job. Get the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
That's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Chuck. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Dropping back, it's Glenn. And they fail to hook up on 3rd.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
So much for the wet ball drill. He muffed it, and it's loose on the ground.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Lost to fire on 2nd down.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up on tempo. They're ready to do it again.
The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got a little space. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy starts.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now
unleashes one deep. Touchdown, no! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Kansas State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Got a man. It's Burke. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch with these receivers. A lot of times
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this is one of those tapes that you don't want to watch. I mean, I'm not sure what to point to. And listen, they got to take deep shots. I get it because they're down by a lot. But this just did nothing well.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on, so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a man. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give on the inside. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides the back and leaves it. Past the sticks, and he may get more. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll run it from the gun. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 34 with a first down.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time.
Oh, he's got some space. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.